Okay, let me fix it quickly so that we can start with the intro. You see, the thing about this live podcast, ne? It's not like the serious one. You know, the serious one where we sit there and lights, camera, action, and other people. This one is like it's not being given the seriousness it deserves, and it's also very serious because we're talking serious things here. But anyway, we are good. We are set. We can start with our live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. You are on Losing in Love podcast with Madam Speaker. For those who were not here yesterday, today we're going to be doing part two of the story of a man by the name of Joshua. Guys, sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to fix the other camera on the other side. Yes, we're going to be doing a part 2 of the story of a man by the name of Joshua Mathebula. For those who have not been watching or who didn't see anything today, please, guys, but after the end of this live, because obviously, I do. This is Elia's car. Once it hits the road, it is gone, 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 gone. You understand? So I can't advise you to leave this live and go watch the one that we did last night. So what I can advise you is watch this live. I will try to, fill you in where I can. And then after that, you can go back to part 1, watch part 1, and then you will be, within. You get what I mean? So, let me brief you now. Yesterday, we did a live. We had a lady by the name of Lungile Shange. Yeah. Lungile Shange was sharing her story of her experience with a man by the name of Joshua Mathebula. Nah? Joshua Mathebula, for those who are not from South Africa, guys, fella, hey, my in-laws are here now. Hey, my in-laws. I must fill my in-laws in. Please don't speak your Venek, okay? If you want to speak Venek, please speak Swahili, because my in-laws speak Swahili, okay? So, I haven't recovered from part 1. I haven't recovered from part 1 as well, Irene. So, yeah, let me fill you in for those who have not watched part 1. So, there's a guy by the name of Joshua Mathebula, a South African guy who recently was trending on social media for unaliving his girlfriend, like brutally so. And then he went ahead and he hung himself. But before hanging himself, he did a live on Facebook where he was saying that this woman cheated on me. And he was so relaxed even when he was doing the live, It was like he's having an out-of-body experience. It's like he's narrating somebody else's story. You get what I mean? And then he was talking about the experience. He was talking about how this woman cheated on him. This woman has been bringing men into their room and sleeping with men while he was not there. He found out. He killed her. So now that he has killed her, he's going to go ahead and kill himself. And he actually went ahead and killed himself. Guys, I had Lungile Shange yesterday here, who is an ex-girlfriend of this guy, who was sharing a horrific story of her experience when she was dating this guy. I don't even want, okay, I'm going to add you. I'm going to add Lungile. Lungile is here also even today, ne? I'm unable to add you, babes. I don't know. I'm unable to add you. Please just go out and come back again, ne? Because now it's not giving me an option to add you. Go out and come back again, and then I'm going to add you. So now, she was sharing a horrific story. The one that actually I have not recovered from, ne? For me, is the part where she was saying that this man was eyeing her sister, Lungile's sister, in a way. And then he said that Lungile must invite the sister. The sister came, and then this man forced her to drink alcohol, and for some reason she passed out. And during the time when she had passed out, this man was actually raping Lungile's younger sister. And after that deed, this man beat Lungile to a pulp. She was woken up by this man in the morning, checking her to say, Lungile, wake up. Why did you do that to yourself? Why were you hitting yourself on the walls and everything? And when she moved, she realized that she couldn't even recognize herself. And her sister wanted to just leave. So later on, the sister confessed and said, listen, you didn't hit yourself on the walls. This man was beating the heck out of you. And also, this man raped me, And so there's been a lot of people. Lungile is not the only person who came forward and shared her story about her experience with this man. There are so many other people that have been sharing their story, and also the reason why we are doing a part 2 today, because remember yesterday's live, for those who were watching, it was strictly dedicated to Lungile, because she reached out and said she wanted to share her story with us just for awareness purposes, and she broke it down nicely, guys. Lungile is such a narrator, is such a storyteller. I'm telling you, she started with it from the very beginning so that we can understand the psychology behind her being able to stick around with a man that was not good for her, all this self-love that we are always preaching about, all this self-awareness that we're always preaching about, how that contributed to her staying with this man who was dangerous. And she feels like, the way she narrates her story, you can tell, like when she gets to the end of it, or this woman, it is by the grace of God that she's here and she's alive. And so many times before this man would beat her up or do whatever, he would always say to her, listen, somebody did what you are doing and I used to beat them up. And this one time he threatened her that he was going to throw her from a building, and he used to lock her up in a room and then give her a bucket and everything. So part 1 is really, really hectic, and it's just 2 hours of Lungile sharing her story with us. Obviously, there's some humor in between, because I'm a light person. I really don't want to, I know that I'm a serious person, but sometimes, for comfort and for people to just easily share their story, I just want to bring that light nyana thing. So yeah, today we are here. We have Lungile who's going to come, and because a lot of people started reaching out to Lungile and they were sharing their story with her, and now also they are going to be here as well, as she's going to be sharing the stories. And those who want to request, even if it's not anybody who has spoken to Lungile, if you've had an encounter with this guy, Joshua Mathebula, and you have your own experience with him, you're more than welcome to request and share your own experience. Today it's really it's not like yesterday where it was strictly just for one person. Today is for everybody. So yeah, basically that's what we are here about today. Thank you so much, guys. Please keep tapping on the like. Those are on YouTube and those who are on TikTok, just tap, 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 tap. I'll really appreciate that, so that we can bring in more people and raise the awareness, even more, because the more people come. There was this one beautiful, because I had a conversation with Lungile earlier on, and there was this one lady that I was telling her that there's a comment that I saw on YouTube, and I was so touched, when somebody was saying, every time when I watch stories like this, I learn, like I'm learning something new every day. And I was saying to her, this is so fulfilling, because if one person is learning from somebody else's story, it's unfortunate that a life has been lost. But if people can actually learn from the stories that other people are sharing, then you are saving an entire generation. And for you, Lungile, and everybody out there who's been sharing their story, their horror stories of whatever that they've experienced in life, I don't want you to ever think that you sharing is you seeking attention. Obviously, you are going to get negativity. People are going to troll, they're going to drag you and whatever. But I need you to understand that if you look at it from like an aerial point of view and realize the lives that you are saving and generations to come that are linked to the person that, can hear your message and run, you are doing the Lord's work. I don't ever want you to get to a point where you feel like, you know what, people are gonna do, no, you are doing the Lord's work. You sharing stories of what you've been through with a man, it can actually help open somebody else's mind or eyes, so that when signs of something similar to what they've been through, when you see something like that, you can run for your life, or you can, get an exit plan. So I really, really appreciate people who come forward and just share their stories for awareness purposes. Hello, my darlings. Welcome, 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 welcome. Mina, I will not stop talking if you guys don't interrupt me.
We don't want to interrupt you. We are waiting. Oh, my sister. You see the one that just came in? That's my sister.
Oh, okay. That's Pindi. Yes. Hey, Pindi. Welcome.
I think she will respond in due time.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Hi, darling.
Hello, Nijani.
Siyaphila njani sithandwa?
Yaphila.
Guys, please speak in English. My in-laws from Kenya are here. They only understand English and Swahili. Please.
Okay, I'll try.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Baba. Yes.
Okay, I see there's somebody else, guys. So I'm just gonna let people come in. Okay, Tima, I'm not going to allow you in, my darling, because the people who are actually here are people who have stories to share about that specific person. All right. So I need only the people that are gonna come in are gonna be people who have a story about that guy to share their own story. Ne? You know I love you. If it doesn't work out in Kenya, I'm coming to you, my darling. Ne? My work and other sister. All right. Thank you. Talk to me, ladies. Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm here for you.
Okay. Okay, we live. Let me mute.
Okay. Hi, Pindi. Okay, maybe because Lungi is still busy, I can engage with Pindi in the meantime.
Guys, is Ninjani?
Siapilunjani Standwa Sam.
Yeah, Pila.
It is by the grace of God that we are here. Our sister is here. You are also here to tell the tale, you know. Yeah, we thank God for your life.
Yeah, we thank God because it was very difficult that time because we couldn't even communicate with her. We didn't know what's happening. It was very rough.
Yeah. Aisha, no, but it's by the grace of God. Lungi, are you back, darling?
I'm back, my darling.
Okay, so when because remember when you are the girl, I'm not going to tell you how to do your thing. When you are just going to give us with whatever particular order. I mean, I'll be here in Zobabaza where I have to. I will interfere where I have to so that I can just brief the people. For those who are only coming in, as people are coming in, I'm just gonna do the same thing that I've been doing since yesterday to say, okay, this is what the story is about. This is what we are. This is where we at now. But when I just take it away, the floor is yours. Hello, Kenyan entrepreneur, my boyfriend. You see, guys, I told you my boyfriend is here. You must follow him even today. Yes, Lungi, take it away. You can speak, my darling.
Do I start by what do I start with? Do I start by sharing one of the stories that I heard from the ladies? And if the ladies are here, maybe if there's someone here who would like to share their own stories, please join, guys. Because at the end of the day, we shouldn't be silenced by these trolls. I also had nasty comments on my videos because I was a first timer. I got hate at first, and my sister was there, and she could see that I was hating, and I said, "Don't worry about these people." Yeah. And then I then went back and I hit back on one of the trolls as well. I'm growing balls. So we shouldn't allow these people to be silenced. And what I want to say is, with my observation, remember, I'm not a psych professional, but I'm someone who likes observing how humans behave. My observation says men have been put in a position where they get away with anything, and everything that happens is blamed on a woman. And I said this to someone today, that men would support each other even if they know that they are wrong, and women would bash each other even though they know that the other woman is telling the truth. And others would just remain mute. We cannot remain mute now. My sisters who are here, my sisters who are here, and those who share the stories, those who do not mind coming into this life, can come into this life so that we talk about these things, the similarities, the incidents that are similar, the words that he would utter that would be similar. Because as much as we would like to talk about other men, this man in particular terrorized, I'm sure that the number could reach 50 of women.
So, Lungi,
And
how
he
many
would make sure.
how many women reached out to you ever since we did our live yesterday about their own experience with this man? Okay, I see somebody here saying, let's not generalize. Eh, guys, this thing is not doing. The comment just went by, guys, but then they're saying that let's not generalize because all men are not the same, and I agree with that. You know, all men are not the same. Some of us, we guys, Mina, let me tell you something about me, ne? I don't know a hand of a man on me. You understand? I always speak about how much I'm a daddy's girl because I was raised by my dad. So there are really, really good men out there. And there are so many women who have never been exposed to certain things, right? But at the same time, remember the reason why women turn a blind eye, number one, and number two, would support even men who are doing terrible things to other women is because women, we seek validation a lot, you know? And because we seek validation, sometimes we become cocksuckers because we are trying to gain that traction and that favor. We are trying to be the pick me. They call it what? Pick me sha. Ne? You're trying to be a pick me so much that because nobody's picking you when you are just sitting here like perseverance, then you would rather even turn a blind eye or speak, you know, you support things which are negative, because obviously, let me tell you, if you're going to be speaking and supporting things which is nonsense, men are going to come and celebrate you, and they're going to come in, yes girl, tell them, yeah girl, what, but they will still do to you what they're doing to other women. So with me, for example, I don't have to be picked by women because I'm not into women. I'm into men, you know. So even if a whole 700 of you, a whole 700,000 of you are following me, it's not like I'm trying to gain that favor from you because I will never lay down with you. It's just a matter of me speaking the truth from my own point of view. So because of our lack of Martin, what do you call this thing? This thing of ours of having this void that we are trying to knock on many doors for us to open and be filled, we end up pleasing people simply because we want to be chosen. You get what I mean? So like the video that we spoke about even yesterday when Alungi, of this woman who was saying, hey, you know what, we're not gonna, you ladies, stop what you're doing. This is somebody who right now as we speak, men are worshipping the ground that she's walking on, and they're saying, listen, my sister, you are coming to the men's conference because now she is the girl. You understand? All of us are villains. She is the girl. And sometimes that thing comes from that thing you're not fulfilled, you never got attention, you never got loved, so you must compromise other people, throw other people under the bus so that when you can stand out and have all these people eating from the palm of your hand. So it always goes back to the thing that you spoke about when Alungi yesterday when we started, which is the issue of self-love and self-awareness, because you can't be hurting yourself or other people all in the name of feeling something on the inside of you which is bottomless.
Thank you very much.
You can proceed, my darling.
And someone said in one of the videos, when I was just a spectator or and the audience here on TikTok, I went through a video of someone, Umama Lowe Kwanjomane. She said, and I quote, she said, you can never pour from an empty cup.
Sure.
You can't pour from an empty cup. And the empty cup, sometimes you are the empty cup. And that's why, though you keep trying to pour, the pouring is not there. Because remember, you can't now go and impose love on someone when you have not practiced loving yourself first. You can't go and say, oh, I love him. That's obsession. You love what? You love what? Because you love yours. Every time you must choose yourself first.
Yeah.
I failed to choose myself. Unfortunately, it was not once, but it was over and over again. I failed to choose myself. And me failing to choose myself ended up with me being compromised. Because these people that I'm trying to please have chosen themselves. So me being there, I'm just a chess piece that they can use whenever they want to use it, whenever they want to get rid of whatever they want to get rid of.
Yeah.
So you put yourself in that position. Someone would say, you know, you're a very decent lady. You do not talk too much. What? That's an insult. I've learned that that's an insult.
It's to silence you even more.
You lack boundaries. You lack self-love. I don't know. I'll share one of the stories that I got from one person, and he said, no, the person said, I remember you very well, Mama. I'm trying to go to where this story is, and I'm not sure. No, I don't want to live there. How do I do this thing of going somewhere and then reading from there, and then but also not living the life?
Yo,
Hey,
my sister, You're asking the wrong. Joyce, I can see you're also requesting. I'm not going to allow you in unless if you have a story to share about Joshua Mathebula. If it's just you wanting to come in because.
Ruru, please allow Ruru to join. Please allow Ruru
I
to
can't
join.
see Ruru.
Ruru is there.
Ruru has not
Ruru.
requested. I'm
Please
speaking.
request, Ruru. I'm asking you. I'm begging you.
I'm speaking to Joyce because she has requested. Ruru has not. If Ruru can request, I will accept. For those who are only coming in now, we are only going to accept people who want to share their own story about their experience with Joshua Mathebula. Everybody else, we can just comment and we can just babaza from the comment section. We can give advice. We can give our inputs from the comment sections. All right, but it's all love. You know, I love you guys.
Ruru requested, ma'am.
Is it?
Ruru requested.
Let me see. Hi guys. Maybe is Ruru on this live?
Yes.
Hi, hello.
Rue.
I can see. Okay, there. I have sent Ruru an invite. I think she's gonna be here now. Okay. Hello, my darling.
Hello.
How are you? Good. How are you?
I'm all well.
Excuse me. Apparently, you are the girl today. We must let you shine.
Yeah. Yes. It's not easy, but yeah, I'm here.
Hey, my sister, you know what? We thank God for your life. Let's just start there.
Yeah, you know. And thank you, Sis Lungi. How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm okay. The weight is slowly lifting off.
And ever since I spoke to you yesterday, you know.
No, it was this morning. Did you not check the time? Did you not check the time?
We didn't sleep.
Sure.
We did not.
But how are you feeling now after that conversation, Ruru?
I loved the fact that we share and we relate on a lot of things, especially when it comes to this guy, the torture, the money that we have invested in the relationship, and we share many occasions together, and she remembered me. I love that, but I didn't know her. Do you understand? That we are dating the same person.
So you guys were dating the guy at the same time?
I think from here, he came to me.
Okay, somebody's saying you must lift your voice. I think you just have a soft voice. I'm trying to increase the volume on the side. I think you just have, guys, some people are not everybody's loud like us, eh? Not everybody's like me and Lungi, ne? Some people are actually soft. Ruru is one of them. So my darling, please share with us, Ori, where did you meet this guy? How did it start? And how did you run for your life?
I met him, the guy used to come. They even used to come with Ausilungi, with the boys at our place. They used to book there. Yeah, so they used to come to our place. That's how I met the guy. You understand? So I think definitely from here, that's when it came to me. Because she was talking about the pictures she saw on Facebook.
Oh, so you are the girl?
Yeah. Yes.
When he was wearing a new shirt that Lungi bought for him, and he was taking pictures at the same spot with a girl, you are that girl?
No. I'm the one for the white t-shirts, and I was putting on the heels with the black jeans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, the floor is yours.
It hasn't been easy. I went through hell with that guy that I almost lost my life. My mom had to come from Zimbabwe to come and see me. While she thought I had an accident. Harimu guy had beat me well.
Haibo.
I was beaten to an extent that my whole face was swollen. I couldn't even see. And he started telling me, Gori, you don't have to tell people that this happened. You have to tell them, Gori, it was an accident. And when I was talking to our Silong yesterday, everything was a lie. Mugai never had an accident, but he had the pictures he had in his phone all the time saying, I had an accident, I had an accident. And if you can check, there's a BMW. I even sent her the picture and I'm like, I'm the lady sitting inside there.
Hey, Bo. Sure, my sister. So when you meet this guy, in the beginning, how was the relationship like?
It was fine. I was even telling everybody I was the queen. I was the queen. Yeah.
So wait, was he spending on you during that time when the relationship was starting?
No.
You are the one who was spending on him?
Yeah.
So it seems like this guy just wants people that if you can spend on him, then he's going to stick to you because he doesn't have money to spend on a woman.
Yes.
Sure. So did you ever get to a point where you... Okay, the reason why I'm asking a lot of questions is because I'm trying to get you to just go with the flow with the story. Just share with us what happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you can ask.
Yeah. So when it... I agree you are saying when it started, Lungi was also in the picture, ne?
Yeah.
And you were being treated like a queen. But then now when it gets to a point where he asks you to... When you are spending, how did you get to spend on him? What was the things that he was asking you?
Like the issue of I want to go back and I don't have fuel. And I told the first drama, let me start where it started, the whole drama issue.
Okay.
Mugai had come to our place where he was booking. Then he said, I got a job this side in Rustenburg. So I'm moving from Johannesburg to Rustenburg, but I don't have a place to stay. And I was like, no, you can come here and book.
Okay.
Understand? Only for a night. Then don't mind about during the day, because if you book for the whole day and night, it's gonna be very expensive. So it's better you just book for it for a night. Mugai came in the early mornings around 4 a.m. the very first day he came, because all this time we're talking on the phone. I met him for the first time, we exchanged numbers, then we were talking over the phone and everything, right? So this was the first time I had to see him. You understand? So from there, Mugai had to come. He had pots, his clothes inside the boat, and said,
So these are the things.
Job.
These are the things that he was coming with from Lungi's place. Then, when he was running away from him, beating up the girl that he broke her spinal cord and whatever.
The flat, the flat I was staying, so I need a flat this side, Do you understand?
Yes.
So I told him to book only for night. So the guy was coming, he came the first day, he came in the morning around 4 a.m., but I found him there at the guest house. Then he was explaining to me, then he said, I am looking for a place. Then I said, no, there's a place around, but it needs to be renovated first so that you can move in. Right? Until we got a place, a small that side of Luca, it was a small room. It was saying it's close to his working place. You understand? So for him to come to town to see me, sometimes I don't have fuel. Sometimes he would go to drink. When he's done drinking, he would come at the guest house and start shouting, hey, give me money for fuel. Hey, what? Or like he's someone who, when you are in love, he's someone who's always there. He calls more often. He wants to see you, Yeah, that's how he was.
Sure. And then now... How do you then...
Embarrassment to the people that I work with, it was an embarrassment because these girls, they have to learn a lot from me. You understand? But now Umugai was, so I would just give him so that he can go. So from there he would come and say, I need 1.2 to fix my car. When you are in love. Sure. You understand? But there's a lot, especially whatever Sis Longi has said. I can relate to at least 80% of everything that was happening. Because even right now, if you can ask me, how did me and Josh break up? I don't even know. I don't even know what I did. I remember we were in the car with this other guy. They said they want to buy something. So me and him were sitting at the back. Those two guys were driving. So I'm sitting there at the back. He slapped me. I started even bleeding from there. He said, "You are looking at that guy. You are a man. Hey, wara wara." I was beaten. Then the next day, imagine that guy beat me when I was from celebrating my birthday with the ladies. I was even putting on those clothes and they had to beat me. They're beating me for what I even don't know today. I don't even know.
Was that
I
excuse me, was that your first experience of him beating you up that time?
Yes.
And then after that,
Guy, I think they knew how that guy, they knew his behavior from the word go. Because the moment he started beating me, that's when they dropped us there. The guy beat me to his house. From where we were dropped to his house.
because when you were apparently looking at another guy.
I was never. I didn't even say.
No. I'm saying already. He's saying that he's beating you up because you were looking at another guy. That's what he's saying.
Yes. Yeah. You love men too much. Your eyes are all over this guy. And I'm like, I didn't even look at the guy. They were just talking their stories inside the car. And I'm just the only lady there, just sitting. I was beaten. I don't want to lie. I was beaten. And my mom had to come all the way from Zim, thinking that I had an accident.
My sister. And then after that incident, what happens? Did you go to get help? Did you guys still continue dating after that?
No, that's the moment. Nah, I was now scared of him. Yeah, but he was coming back. You know what? I'm sorry. This I didn't do this. Is the devil? Is what? Actually, like Mugai had a lot of stories, man. The boring ones. I don't know why. Yeah.
Oh, my sister. So, but then from you, after your mom came and everything, for you, that was the last time you actually were in one place with this guy.
Yeah, until last year, that's when he passed by our place. Then he dropped his number. So we were talking. We were just talking. You know, when you healed and someone doesn't matter anymore. And I was already telling him I'm married and I have a baby. You know, he was like, wow, you have a child. So he was like, did you see that I'm selling my Mercedes Benz? Then he had said, let me post it. Once maybe people who have been dating him from last year, they know about it because it was all over his status most of the time selling it. That's the last encounter I had with him, but I never saw him in person because I didn't want to see him in person.
Sure, my sister.
But I really feel for Sis Longi so much. Because she even saw me at Gold Reef City and I didn't know what was going on. And she know about my pictures and the guy had been forwarding like it's a lot. And that's the same thing he did after he went to, what was the name? I was in Mashava. What was the name of that girl? Vanessa?
Lungi?
It's Vanessa.
I had forgotten that I have to unmute. I'm sorry. It was, you said Vanessa Mashaba.
Yes, I can even send you the message I tried to reach out on Facebook when she started posting him. I tried, I don't want to lie.
To warn her.
I realized to warn him. Okay, even you send you the screenshots now. For the 2019, I tried because I really wanted to help her. But now I know how the guy is.
Wait, is Vanessa Mashava the lady that he killed?
No.
Oh, okay. It's another one.
Yeah.
Who was dating him and then you tried to warn her. The same way that Sis Lungi tried to warn other women that she knew.
Just with me, she didn't even say the word. She didn't. But the way she looked at me, I got worried and I was like, I frowned and I'm like, what's going on with this one? Why is she looking at me like that? Yeah, of which I didn't know the story behind it. And I know her physically. Imagine.
Sure. So when you see the story of this guy trending on Facebook and saying that this woman was cheating on him and then whatever, what is the
That's a
first thing that
lie.
comes to your mind?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Huh.
That's a lie, I can tell you. No one cheat Josh. No one. That's a lie. Oh, this thing during miracle, whatsoever I'm working, that dude was he working. Where?
Huh.
Where?
So this guy was everything crazy, mus.
Where was he working?
Sure. And all the ex-girlfriends, when they come forward, they say the same story to say this girl was not even cheating on him. This guy is just like that.
No, that guy wasn't mentally okay. Let's be honest. Yeah, let's not say, the guy, this thing that people are saying, no, the guy he loved that girl. Loved who? That's a lie.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just that us as women, like now you could find we are having people and people are pregnanting us like nobody's business. You wake up and we have 8 baby one person. Why don't we impose those people so that we can help other people before a lot of damage has happened? Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Why don't we speak up and help another woman before she gets into that accident? Do you understand? People have to be. You find out who someone has 8 baby mamas different. You understand? And then
Someone
we have to
is
talk
saying-
about it when something happens.
So here someone is saying he said he even resigned from his work in that video. So this story of him, always saying he resigned because of a woman, it's a story that he tells everywhere he go. You know when somebody is such a pathological liar to a point where they even start believing their own lies, because that guy is convinced of everything he's saying, Yena self in that video.
He just wanted to justify his actions. But that guy resigned from where? People have to come forth if they have worked with him. Where was he working? We need all that. We need to know that. Do you understand? Where was he working? Someone would stay in someone's house the whole day. Now I'm a woman, a very young woman for that matter, because that time I was 22.
Sure. All of these things were happening to you when you were 22 years old.
Yes.
Hey guys, this guy was living in a world of his own. Like we are abusing left and right, all age, all size, all kinds. Everywhere he goes, he's just destroying.
Yeah.
Madam,
Yes,
are there
darling.
no other requests to join the live?
I'm not seeing anything. No, we don't have any request. Because remember, I said the only people who must come in is people who are who know, who have a story to share about Josh, not just anybody. Okay, I'm gonna accept Teboho. Teboho, I hope you have your own story, because if it's not for your own story, me, I'm going to, like, I've never removed people from a live. I'll be practicing with you, my sister, if you are not here for if you did get the memo. Okay, so we have a Teboho. Is it Teboho? Hi.
Yes, it's Deborah.
How are you, my darling? And I'm so scared of you. Your voice is intimidating me. I don't think I will be able to do what I was threatening to do.
So I'm so sorry. I'm finding you.
I'm good. Do you have?
Yeah, I also have a story to share.
Okay.
So I don't know if I should continue.
Yeah, no, the floor
what?
is yours. Lungi is my sidekick. She's here to support me and everybody else who's coming in to share their stories individually.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So my name is Deborah Mfutu. I'm from Rosford, but residing in Western.
Okay.
So I met Josh D through Facebook, same as.
Okay, let me mute Ruru for now. Ruru, let me mute you, my darling, because there's a lot of back feedback noise. You will unmute yourself whenever you have to speak, ne? You may proceed, Teboho.
Okay, so I met Josh D through Facebook, like other ladies in here. So I actually met him in February, but then we were just chatting. He was inboxing me.
February of what, my
And
sister?
then until 2017.
Oh, okay.
2017 February.
Okay.
So he was just sending me inboxes, so we were chatting. And then after 2 months, it was in April, and then I was like, okay, this guy has been consistent. And then I don't have anyone who I'm dating at the moment. So let me just give this guy a chance.
I'm seeing Irene here saying same modus operandi. This man is consistent. Everybody keeps talking about how consistent he is when he chats to you as a woman, how he hooks you with just the consistency. Ladies, I hope you are listening. I hope you are listening. Proceed, my darling Deborah.
Yes, so then we confirmed. So I told him that it's okay, I can give us a chance. And then he planned to come to Rustenburg because he told me that he's working in a gold mine, Joburg. He's a safety officer there. So, okay, he said, on my off days, I will come and see you in Rustenburg. So he came and then we met. I met him. So he told me he was driving. And then I took a taxi to town and then I waited for him there. And then he came in a Mercedes Benz. I think it was a Mercedes Benz. And then it was at engine garage. So he came off the car and then he told me that, okay, the guy that I came with, he's going to Shabani to attend his matters and then he'll come back. Okay, I was like, okay, fine. And then we went to a restaurant and then we sat there, we chat, like we were trying to know each other better. All I knew is just has been working in Joburg and he's a safety officer there. So, okay, that day we met there and then I went back home and then I don't know if he arranged with I don't know if it was Uber or what with the guy, because the guy really came back and collected him and then he left. And then that was the first day we met.
Or somebody's
face to
asking a very
face.
important question. Who paid? Did you pay or did he pay on the first date?
He paid, but he was like, I don't have, like, I left my card. Then can you please use your card? And I was like, my card don't have any money. So I don't know. He was using Capitec. I was using Capitec. I don't know how he got the money and transferred it into my account, because he was that guy. If there is something he needs, he'll call people. And when he talks to the people, you'll hear that they are really agreeing with her. And then they promise to send him the money. So they sent him the money immediately. And then he transferred it into my account. And then I paid with my card.
Okay.
So after that, he left. So we have been chatting, and then I think the red flags were there, because after a week, he called me and told me that his car has broken. He needs to fix his car, so I can send him 500 rand so that he can settle the bills for his car.
What
So
about
I was
it's
like,
the
okay,
same
I
thing.
don't have money
It's the
now.
same thing he was doing to other women to settle your bill. He was calling them saying, my car broke down, please send me money. Then he sends to you to pay the bill. Now you are paying back now.
Yeah, now I have to, I told him that I don't have the money now, but I can call my mom and then ask for the money and then I'll send it to you. So I did send him the 500 rand. And then, okay, it was fine. And then there's a day that he had to come back to Rustenburg. And then when he was supposed to come back to Rustenburg, he called me and said, yo, I've been in a car accident. I hit someone and the person, his legs are broken. And he sent me pictures of his injuries. on their face, and then he was like, I really need money because this guy, we are now at the police station, this guy needs money and I broke his legs, so I need you to borrow money. By that time, before he told me about the accident, he told me that he has been suspended from work because now he was coming to Rustenburg. I think it was for the first time. And then he told me that he has been suspended. He beat someone at work or something like that. And then he called me and asked for 2,000 rands. And then I was like, okay, I'll send you the 2,000 rands so that you can settle the damages and then we will take it from there.
Like, what
So
is
I did
shocking
send
me?
the guy the money.
What is shocking me now is the fact that he broke somebody's legs, but the same person whose legs are broken, he's not at the hospital. He's at the police station with the broken legs. My sister, please proceed. I'm listening. Hey, this man.
Yeah, like you can laugh, like this guy. So okay, he had to settle the damages. I can see, my guy has been injured, has been in a car accident. Now he no longer have a car. Now he have to travel with a taxi to Rustenburg. So there was this time on his birthday. I just sent him a message. I was going to work. I was working 8 hours and then I had no access to my phone. I sent him a birthday message and then I went to work. And then around 3 when I knocked off, I found countless messages telling me that I didn't do anything for him on his birthday.
Okay.
If it was someone else, they were gonna buy a cake and throw him a party for his birthday. And I was like, you're not here. I don't have money now. So how can I spend for you when I don't have money? And then, like, we had a conflict then. So after that conflict, there was a friend of mine, a colleague. So he posted on Facebook and then I commented. And then the guy, I think he said, oh, I'm doing this for us. And then I got calls. And then I was a lady caught up in a relationship. I had no one in my life. And then this guy came. We talked consistently. And then I told my friend that, I'm really having a problem with my boyfriend because of that guy with those Facebook comments. So my friend was like, let me call the guy and explain who this guy is to you. Well, my friend called the guy and then she explained. And then Josh was fine. He understood. He immediately understood. And on that day, he said, okay, I'm coming to Rustenburg. I'm coming to see you. So he did come to Rustenburg on that day. But then he had to leave. I think it was around 7 o'clock because he was telling me that, no, I just came here so that we can settle the conflict because I'm working night shift. I had to go back to work. So he had to travel back to Joburg. And then he traveled back to Joburg. And then, I'm in love with the guy, Joshua was so convincing. Like, he posted our pictures on Facebook. We were he posted our pictures on
Sorry,
Facebook.
let me mute the newcomer. Okay, you can proceed.
So, like, we were king and queen. Everyone knew about our relationship. Within those I think it was 2 months or 3 months. So, fast forward, there was a time when I had to travel home. I told him that I'm traveling home, and then he was like, okay, when you come back from home, please come to Joburg, and then we'll go back to Rustenburg together. I was like, okay, it's fine. I went to Burgersford because I'm from Burgersford, and then I went to Burgersford, and then on Sunday, when I was supposed to come back to Rustenburg, I called him and said, I'm on my way, and then I took a Joburg taxi. And then he went to the taxi rank and then waited for me there. And then I found him there, and then we took Uber to his apartment.
My sister,
Of which I think it was
Basi,
Lungi's apartment.
Basi ya beggars for to IM. Is this apartment not the same apartment ya Lungi, where Lungi was being kicked out every weekend so that this guy can bring girls?
I just found out that this was Lungi's apartment.
Jesus Christ.
So we went to the apartment. So when we got to the apartment, he was talking to I think it's the caretaker guy, and then he said I should wait there. So he had his friends there. I don't know this level, but I think like even Lungi knows this level. So he chatted with them and then came back, and then we went back to the apartment. We went to the apartment. So, okay. It was the first night. So that night, there was an incident at work when someone fell in a tank and he died. So there's a guy who sent me a message informing me about the incident. And then from there, he just started like, who is this guy? Why is he telling you? Who is he to you? Why is he contacting you this late? And then the beating started. Oh, before the beating, I think he went out. He went out, and then while I was cleaning, like, ladies, you want things to be in order. I was busy cleaning, and then I found this bottle of muti.
You know, a lot of people are saying on YouTube that this guy was using muti on you guys.
Yes, like I found this bottle of muti. It was written like love attraction or what, ne? But there was attraction and love there. So when he came back from his friend, because he went out saying he's going to work, and then he's not going to be late because he has been suspended most. He just went there for some few hours and came back. And then he was telling me that it was, I think there was a case there. So he came back. And when he came back, I confronted him about it. And I was like, I saw this bottle. Why are you having this bottle? And then he said, I'm using this bottle at work. You see, now I'm in trouble. So I want my bosses to like me and bring me back to work. I want the case to be over. Okay, I believed the guy. It's fine. And then that scene of getting messages from my colleague about a dead guy at work came. And then the guy beat me, like he was even kicking me while I was on the floor. And then after he beat me, he said, okay, I'm going out to meet my friends who I work with, so they want to update me about the case. He locked me in the bedroom by then. And then I just fell asleep. I think it was 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Like I slept for about 3 hours. And then when I opened my eyes, I just saw this guy here in the dark, naked, just standing and looking at me. I was so frightened. I was like, and then what time did you come back? Like, I didn't even hear him opening the doors. I just opened my eyes and he was there. And then he was just like, no, I was just watching you sleeping, your head. So he tried to apologize and told me that, no, baby, I love you. I don't like that people keep on sending you messages and all that. And I was like, okay, it's fine. Tomorrow I was coming to Rustenburg. Remember, we were supposed to come to Rustenburg together. And then he was like, no, I can't go with you to Rustenburg. Just take a taxi. I'll come tomorrow because there are things that I need to sort out in Joburg. Okay. Good girl, took a taxi to Rustenburg. I called my friend while I was on the way. And then I told my friend that, hey, I'm on the way, but I need to go to Platinum Health when I get there before going to our rooms. And then she met me in town. And then she was like, Deborah, what happened? Because my lips were cracked. My eye was red. I told my friend that, no, friend, I just fell on the stairs. And then we got to Platinum Health. And then we consulted. And then the doctor was like, what happened? Doctors, they can see these things. And then I just told her, well, I just fell on the stairs. And then she was like, it's fine. Where do you feel any pain? And I told her on the ribs and all that. So they sent me to X-ray. And then on X-ray, they figured that I had broken ribs. So he broke my ribs. The guy broke my ribs. I was given a 2 weeks sick note. I had to nurse my injuries. Okay, it's fine. The guy calls the next day. Hi, baby, are you fine? I'm fine, but I sent him the X-ray. And then I showed him that my ribs are broken. And then he was like, no, you should go home because you have more time. You are given a lot of sick days. You can go home to Begersford so that your mom can take care of you. Okay, it's fine. I went home. And then at work, I think people just knew that I had an accident. My friend tried to cover for me. I think she also saw that there was a problem. But then she covered for me, told people that I had an accident. And then I went to Begersford. So while I was at home, this guy will just call, baby, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. Today I want to come to Begersford. I want to see you.
Guys.
So that day I was very sure that he's coming to Begersford. I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm waiting for you. He said he told me that he's from Jane Fest. So he said, I'm at Jane Fest and then I'm taking my mom's car. I'm coming to Begersford to see you. Okay, it's fine. You can come. 2 hours passed, 3 hours, 4 hours. I think it was around 8 p.m. He called again and I was like, where are you? I've been waiting for you and it's late. I want to sleep. So I just slept off and then when I woke up, I think I found his 30 missed calls. So I tried to call him. He didn't answer first. And then I called and then he answered. I just wanted to return that call because I knew that I'm in trouble. So he called and then he called saying, why didn't you pick up my calls? You know that I can come to your house and burn that house with everyone in it. I was like, no, baby, please don't. I'm sorry, I slept off, so I missed your calls. And then only to find out that he wasn't even in Jane Hurst. He didn't even come to Begersford. He was in Rustenburg with another girlfriend of his. So, okay, fine, I got healed. I am back with my boyfriend. We're chatting each and every day. So, he's that guy when he always demands you to send him your live location. If you are in a taxi, he will call you, video call them. He'll say, baby, show me who you're sitting next to. So, each time I got in a taxi, I made sure that I don't sit next to a man. Because this guy will call and want to see who is next to me. So, I got used to that. Remember, this was my first relationship, my first serious relationship, because he told me that his family knows about me. His sister will even call and I talk to her, of which I don't know if it was a real sister of other people who was working with to scam people. And then so when I came back to Rustenburg, he called me and told me that, baby, I found a job in Rustenburg. So I'm moving from Joburg to Rustenburg. Okay? So he told me that he got a place in Sunrise, of which I just found out that Lungile is the one who got that place for him.
Yeah.
So he came to Rustenburg and then he got the place in Sunrise. So he was staying in Sunrise. I think it was a day or two, and then I visited him in Sunrise because I was staying in Partekral. So Partekral and Sunrise is very close places. And then I visited him there.
So this
So
man,
I
this
saw
man,
his
when he
place.
moved there to that place, it's when he was running away from the girl he kicked that Lungile got him out of trouble for breaking somebody else's ribs.
Yeah. So myself, I know that he comes to Rustenburg because he had a job. He got a job as a safety officer. I get the job that he had in Joburg. They fired him or what? Now he's waiting for his money. Oh, guy. He will even ask me to borrow money. Do you know that I even registered on Wonga? I think like all these loaning companies had my details. Wonga, Finance 24, we even went to Capfin. So Capfin, we went to Capfin, and then Capfin, I got a loan of about, I think it was 15,000 rands. And then remember, he's fixing the car that he had an accident, and then he hit that guy who he broke his legs. So he had to get 6,000 rand to pay for that car. And then so I got the Capfin loan. It was 15,000. I was like, so since you need 6,000 there, I'm going to give you 7,000 and then I'll use the remaining 8,000 rand. He was like, okay, it's fine. You can send the money. I just sent him the 7,000 rand and then left with my 8,000 rands. And then after that, okay, it's fine. I know that the car is being fixed and then it soon will be settled. And then he'll get his money from his previous work.
This guy is always waiting for money from previous worker.
By this time.
Hey?
Come again?
I'm saying this guy is always waiting for money for previous worker, but he has never even said Morebas. Heaven.
Hey, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you may proceed, my darling.
So I came back to Rustenburg. He was in Rustenburg. Now he's staying in Saras. I'm staying in Partekral. So there was this day. So this guy just told me, oh, baby, I want us to get a car. I was like, okay, so, but he was like, so now I'm not working. I have a license and then you are the one working. So we will use your details to get the car. Oh, I was like, okay, baby, it's fine. We went to the dealership. He spoke
My
to
sister,
the
wait. Oh,
and
let
then
me breathe.
we tried to apply.
My sister, you are giving me stress. I'm not wearing anything under this jersey, man. Hey. Okay, proceed.
So, we went to the dealership and then we saw the car that we both like. Ne? And then with my current finance situation, by God's grace, no bank approved.
Thank you, Jesus. You were gonna buy that man a car, my sister, and we were not gonna judge you because
I was gonna buy that car cash. And like he noticed that like my finances are no longer in good terms. So the abuse started being.
hello baby, we are busy here. Give the baby something.
My baby is crying.
Skis, man.
Yes, so like by God's grace, the banks didn't approve.
So when
And
he
then I
realized that
was sick.
financially you were now strained, that's where you were. You were talking about how when now he realized that financially you were not okay.
Yeah, now he realized that my finances are no longer okay. He's no longer gonna get the money that he wants. So I remember we were sitting in my room. Like, he was a very nice gentleman. He was a good actor. He will even sit down and do my hair. I will even play with his face, doing makeup, and then all those
Hey,
things.
you guys were living like you are in a movie, Mus. This was a movie in real life, rom-com.
No, serious. Yeah, so like the beating came on and on and on. It went on to a point where when he was coming to visit me, I will even hit knives, because like this guy told me that no, you're not leaving me. If you're leaving me, there is no one who gonna have you. Like me and you. And like he saved my number as my queen. I saved his as my king. Like we were kings and queens.
So he was threatening you that if you leave him, he's gonna kill you.
Yes. When he came to visit me, I will just hide the knives and everything that I know are dangerous. I could hide them under the bed so that when he's here, if he tried to beat me, he wouldn't find anything to stab me with. And then there was this time when he came. He told me that he's working night shift. But then he came back. I think it was around 11 or 10 at night. So when he came, hey, this guy just tried. He looked at the blankets like he was searching and searching and searching. And then he just said, no, you brought someone here. Someone was here. I can even smell the perfume. I can see that there is something wrong on this bed. I was like, there is nothing like that. And that guy, he just always talked about that until there was a time I remember when I was at the house that Lungile rented in Sunrise. I was like he will tell me how I talk when I was dreaming. So he had me calling another man's name, and then he thinks it's the guy that I was with. Remember, I was with no guy. I was scared to even tell this guy, what are you trying to do? Like, because there was no guy here. And when we went to Sunrise, I just fed up. I was just like, let me give this guy what he wanted. I just told him a story. No, yes, you see what you were saying is true. My ex came because he knew that I was not okay, and then we cuddled. And will you believe me if I tell you that after telling him that story, he didn't even lay a finger on me?
And when you were lying, and that story was made up so that he can leave you alone.
Yes.
Sure.
Like, I was like, it's been so long, man. If it ends here, it must end here. So, like, I was so surprised. What? I just told this guy this story and he didn't even beat me up. What is going on?
Was he not planning to finish you off after a couple of days, my sister?
Come again?
I'm asking, or was he not planning to finish you off after some time and after digesting it?
Hey, a week didn't pass, ne? He told me that he's moving from here where he was staying. He's going to, it was Meriting. He says he's moving there because it's next to the mine that he's working. So I was like, fine, let's move there. By that time, we moved in together. I took my bed from the room that I rented and took it there. I took my fridge, and then he had plates and pots and everything. But then I didn't stop paying the rent where I was staying. I was paying the rent and then staying with him. So I stopped using a taxi to work, like Scoff. So I found some guy that was staying that site where he moved.
A guy, my sister.
And then I'm working with this guy, so it's a Scoff. We were 4. It was 2 ladies and 3 guys.
Okay.
So since it was next to where we moved to, and then he was like, no, I know the guy, it's fine, you can use his car. So there's a day when we came back, I think it was 10 minutes late. We knocked off at 10 and then we went home. So normally I'll get home around 10 to 11. By that time I got home around 11 o'clock. The guy was, you are late with 10 minutes. Where were you? Where did you stop for that 10 minutes? You are with that guy, that driver. He just touched me. Let me see if you didn't sleep with that guy. I was like, I didn't sleep with that guy. I'm from work. We are working shifts. We wait for people who are coming in to relieve us so that we can go home. He was like, no, you were sleeping with that. Like always when he had a story, he will say, I saw you. I had you followed. So I was like, this guy really, did he see me? Yes, I got a beating that night. And then the next day, I was not going to work. I got a beating that night because I came home 10 minutes late.
Sure.
And like he was friends with like everyone, every guy who rented in their rooms. And then I had to talk to no one. I was not allowed to talk to anyone around. When I was doing washing, the next morning I had to do washing, to do laundry. And then when I was washing, he will come, I wash, he rinse and put them on the washing line. I wash, he rinse and put them on the washing line. So it was his way of monitoring me, who I look at, who's looking at me, who's greeting me. So we spent the whole time there outside, and then we came back in the room. So when we came back in the room, my friends were no longer close to me.
He isolated you.
He cut them off. He isolated me from them. So my friend was informing me about a funeral at her, I think it was her cousin who passed away. So he was like, why are you still close to this friend of yours? Like he will call those people I don't want you to be close to the fefe or what you see? And then I was like, this person is informing me about the death. You guys started beating me. He even took out a phone and he recorded me saying, like, I must tell my friend Tori, you must stop following me around. I'm no longer your friends. Never ever text me. Like that video, he was gonna send it to my friends, all my friends that I have contact with. Because remember, the guy was a great hacker. So he had all the contacts of my friends. He had access to my WhatsApp. I could even see a profile picture update, and I was like, no, I'm not the one who updated this profile picture. And then it was him. So, like, he even took me a video. I was crying. He was recording me while I was crying, telling my friends that, no, I'm no longer your friends. I'm in a relationship now. You want to ruin my relationship. Like he made it seems like I was doing bad things with those people. So I had to tell people to stop following me around, to stop texting me. I don't know what was his plan. After the video, a guy beated me up. He beated me up. He beated me up until I was sitting next to the door. The butler was locked and then the door was not locked. So he took two knives. And then he was like scratching them together. He was like, today I'm going to kill you and I'm going to kill myself. If you are planning of leaving me, just know that no one will have you. If our relationship has to end, it will end here today with both of us dead. All I could remember was my daughter. I was like, and then by that time, there were many stories about women being killed by their boyfriends. I was like, I don't want to be on the statistic of those women who have been killed by their boyfriends. Who's going to work for my daughter? If I die here today, it was like that day. Then he was sitting on the bed. He will cry. George was a great pretender. He will sit on the bed, cry, like, look what you are making me do. Now I will do something that I didn't even plan to do. But just know that if you die today, we both die together. And remember, I was sitting next to the door. And the key was on the pipeline. I just stood up. He was still looking down, trying to guilt trip me, telling me how bad I am, how I'm making him do bad things. I opened the butler. I ran like never before. Like people were just laughing. I ran with no shoes on. I ran until I got to the tar road, and then there was a taxi that was waiting for a passenger to come out. And then I just went inside the taxi. And then I was crying. I told the driver that there's a guy following me. He's beating me up. But I told him that I don't want to go to the police station. Please take me to where I'm staying. My friends are there. That's where I'm going to get support. And then when I got there, okay, the guy was, okay, fine, let's go. And then he dropped me where I was staying. I found my friends there. And then they were like, where are you from? I had no shoes on. I left everything and ran. And then I told my friends that this is the last day that you saw me with Josh. I was crying and my friends wanted me to go to the police station. And I was like, no, I don't want him to be arrested. Like, they will arrest him. I asked them to help me to go back to the room and then take my things. So one of my friends, our landlord was a guy, he was friendly. And then he called his friend who had a buggy. And then we got in the buggy and went to the room. And when we got there, he was not there. I don't know if he ran or what, but then the landlord told me, George said I should give you the key if you come back. Because to him, he didn't even know where I went. So
maybe he thought you went to the police.
when I got there, yes. So the landlord gave me the key, and then we unlocked the door, and then I took my bed, I took my fridge, and then left everything. So he took, so I had a laptop, and then I also had a power bank. So the only thing that he took in the room was the power bank. I think he wanted his phone to be on, so he took the power bank. So I took my bed, I took my fridge, I took my power bank, my laptop, and then I went back to the room that I rented. So like that night, I knew that he will come looking for me. So I arranged with my friends so that I should not sleep in my room. I slept in my friend's room. She was going to work on night shift. So I slept in my friend's room. So I just slept right next to the door so that even if he peeks through the holes of the key, he won't see that there is someone inside the room. I slept just next to the door. And then he sent me a lot of messages. Baby, I want to see you. Because he knew that each time when we had a scene, he will send a lot of messages. And then they will just say, come, yes, it's fine, we can talk. And then that day, I didn't even respond. I just responded once and said, no, leave me alone. And then he sent countless messages. So I had I had a picture of his ID card. So on the card, I just found out that it was even a fake ID. It started with 84, so I didn't even know that it was not his real birth year. And then it was Joshua John, because I knew him as a colored guy. All I knew is that he's a colored, he's from Cape Town. His father is from Cape Town, but his mother is from Jane First, so that's why they are residing in Jane First. And then I took pictures of my injuries. So, Josh, I can say he was a coward because when you talk about police, he will back down. So I told him that I sent him my pictures, my injury pictures. I sent him the ID and I told him that if you keep on following me, just know that I have all this. It's proof that you have been abusing me. I'll take this to the police station and you'll be arrested. He didn't come to my room again for a week until I went to on a night shift. And then when I came back, my landlord told me that, when I was sleeping, there was someone trying to open your door and the person had a lot of keys. They were trying to open your door. And then when they heard that I woke up, they ran away. By that time, I knew it was him. I just thank God that I was not in the room, I was at work. Because if not, God knows if I was going to be here today
My sister.
to tell my story about this guy.
Sure. And
So-
that was the last time you heard of him or saw him or heard of him?
No. He have been sending me messages. I remember, I don't know if it was last year or 2022. He sent me a friend request. So the friend request, the profile picture, he was standing next to a black BMW. Of which I just found out that Lungile is the one who bought the car. And I knew that this is not his car. It was bought by someone else. And then, I just rejected his inbox, his friend request. And then on Monday, this Monday, the 15th, it was my birthday. So I never checked him on social medias and everything. It was my birthday and I went to Facebook and then there's a live video trending. Joshua Mathebula committed suicide. He killed a lady. And I was like, today is my birthday. I know, I even sent someone who knew about our relationship and inbox, and I told her that, today is my birthday. I know that people are crying, but this news is the best birthday gift ever. Like, I was so happy that the guy is dead. I celebrated his death because even after 7 years, I couldn't stand Josh. I will go to crossing. It was a crossing in Beggarsford. I will see Josh from a distance, but I will take a taxi to home just to make sure that I don't even see him. He doesn't even see me because I knew he was gonna cause a scene. I was even afraid to go home alone when I'm in Rustenburg. When I go home alone, I made sure that I don't even go to town. Like, maybe my family thought that I just don't want to go to town. I'll send someone. But it was because I knew that Josh is around Beggarsford. Because you will see some people posting him, and then I saw him twice or 3 times. So I just wanted to avoid him. Like, I didn't even go to town. I didn't even want to be in a place where you can just see him just from nowhere, because I knew that guy.
So you have
People
been
who
living.
didn't know him.
You have been living outside of prison, but you've been feeling imprisoned just because of this guy's existence for the past 7 years.
Yes. Even if I moved on, I even had some few therapy sessions, like trying to get myself back. And then, this time, yes, I'm fine. My finances are fine. I even bought a car. So there was this thing, if this guy can see that I recovered from that financial situation that I was in, he'll try to come back. And knowing that he's using Muti, I don't know how I'm going to respond when he comes back to me.
Sure.
So this news about Josh dying, committing suicide, has been a great relief. I felt like a very huge burden had been removed from my shoulders. Sure. Yes, I feel sorry for the lady who died, because we kept, people were saying, why have you all been quiet? Like, we were scared of this guy. If you say anything, I even had to move from the room that I rented and found a place where I knew that he don't know and he will not find me. So how can you post about him, knowing that he can even hack you and find you anytime he wants to? Yeah. People who are not familiar with these things or did not see this, they're trying to guilt trip us, saying, why have we been so quiet for all along? But then it was for our own safety. Sure. It was for our kids' safety, our family safety. Just imagine a guy telling you that I can come to your house and burn the house with all your family inside the house. How are you gonna talk about that person publicly? Because talking about him was like we were inviting him back to our lives. So his death, to me, is a relief.
My sister. And
a
also,
very big relief.
I think one of the most dangerous people in the world are people who have nothing to lose. Like, this guy had nothing to lose because he was always associating with people who have something to lose. So you had a lot to lose just by associating with this guy.
Yes.
Or just even his existence.
That's why I didn't even want him to know where I'm staying. I didn't even want him to know that I'm still in Rustenburg. I saw the other lady's screenshots telling her that he want to go back to Rustenburg. And I was like, just imagine this guy was still working in Rustenburg. And then I have been living like in prison. But while I'm just walking around, wherever I go, I didn't want to see this guy.
Yeah.
Nix, I didn't want to see this guy.
Sure.
Because I knew that if only that guy, you are here with me, you are not going anywhere.
Yo, my sister.
So yeah, that's how Josh was.
Yo, I'm lost for words, my sister. But I really thank God for your life. And, you know, like you're saying, like I'm feeling so much pain, especially when you speak about how his death was a relief for you, because then it means it's your liberation. It's like literally you are coming out of jail, all because you loved someone. That is so deep. And yo guys, it's a lot. But I thank God for your life. I thank God that you came out alive. I thank God Ruru came out alive. Lungi as well. You know what? Lungi is the ipoza. Like, yo, we have somebody else who is here. But they've paused their life, so I don't know if they'll be able to share their story or not. This is so traumatizing. My goodness, I am so overwhelmed. But thank you so much, Teboho.
It really hurts to know that I went through all that with Lungi in the picture. Like he was doing this to me and then go back to Joburg, do this to Lungi.
Like this man, it's like all his life, all he knows is how to get women, to use them and torture them. Like, it's like a woman for him is a thing. It's not even a human. It's so scary. You understand what I mean? It's so scary that women to him are just things. They're like, you're like animals. You're like, you know, when you buy a donkey, you're gonna use that donkey for plowing. You're gonna kick it when it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Like literally, I feel like his general overview of women is just animals that he can use and abandon when he's done with them. And that is so scary. That so many men out there actually view women like that. To say this is just an object, this is just a thing that I must use. Sure.
Yes, I know people can say, why did we continue being with him? I can say it was not by choice. We were at the point when we were even scared of leaving him. Because we knew that just telling him that it's over, your life is over.
Lungi shared the same thing yesterday.
I even had Lungi
you know?
said,
yes.
I even had Lungi said the day that it ended, she ran and never looked back. Which is also what happens to me. I just ran and never looked back.
Yeah.
People will think we were stupid. And then remember, it doesn't happen to uneducated people. I thought I was educated. No man can scam me. Even yesterday, I was graduating. I obtained my degree in Bachelor of Education.
Congratulations.
With distinctions.
Congratulations.
I regard myself as being smart. But that guy outsmarted me.
Sure. Like a tower best of our lifetime. Smart. Yo.
Yes. It's not about being smart or being stupid. These guys know how to play their victims. They know what to do. Now myself, I saw the muti. And then I knew that, this guy is using muti on me. But still, I was scared to get out because I was scared for my life. I was scared that my child is gonna grow. My baby was just 3 years or 4 years old. I didn't want to leave her being killed by a man. I just enjoyed the pain. And then I knew that maybe one day I'll get out. And then it happened. And I never looked back.
Yeah, sure, sis. You're a living testimony, hey? And I thank God for your life. Yo, thank you so much, my darling, for sharing with us. I hope this contributes to your healing, the healing journey that you're going to be starting from here going forward. Is there anybody else who...
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're most welcome, my
Thank
darling.
you for allowing me to share my story.
You're welcome. You're more than welcome.
Good evening.
Hi, darling. Hi,
How are
darling.
you guys?
Good, how are you?
I am good. I'm just, I don't know, guys. After finding out that the guy killed someone, I was very scared. This guy started talking to me, I think it was 2017. So he greeted me on Facebook. Believe me, he was a very nice guy. He was very cute that time. We started talking on Facebook. Then, I saw the red flag. He was like, no, I don't want a lot of things. I just want a serious relationship. And I'm ready to marry you. Like, no, man. We just started talking 3 days. And when now you are ready to get married. Then he was like to me, where do you stay? I was like, no, I'm in Northwest. Then he was like, he's staying in Johannesburg CBD. I must visit him there so that we can talk and see. But Madam Speaker, I was very scared. Like, I didn't really understand what is the rush and all that. Then I told him that, no, I do visit Soweto. So when I visit Soweto, I'll make sure that we meet so that we can talk. Then I had my doubts, man. I was not really feeling this guy. Then after a few days, I stopped talking to him. After a few days, he was greeting me. Mus, when they try speaking Venda. Hey, Mutuanga, how are you? I wonder who was teaching him Venda. What? I was like, I'm good. And yourself was like, I'm good. I'm still waiting for you to come to Joburg so that we can talk. I even want to take you home. Home? Like, where are you from? I'm from Limpopo, but he never said Limpopo where. And right now I'm working in Rustenburg by the mines. But I was like, how is that possible? Do you travel every day from Joburg CBD to Rustenburg? I was like, no, I have a place in Joburg. So I only go to Rustenburg during the week. Oh, okay, fine. And he was like to me, take my numbers and WhatsApp me. Madam Speaker, I didn't WhatsApp that guy. In my blood, something just told me, this is a red flag. You cannot. Then he was like, where are you working? I was like, no, I am a soldier. Since then, it's like he ran away. He never said anything to me. Since then, I think maybe that is what, I don't know. From him, maybe. Yeah, maybe he got scared. This one, she's working with law. Maybe.
Yeah, he knew he was not going to survive. He was not going to flourish with you.
Yeah, he was not going to survive. So since I told him I was a soldier, he stayed away. So I'm just grateful I didn't fall into anything. Maybe even me today, I'll be saying something else. And to all the women who went through a lot because of this guy, I just hope you heal. From deep within, you heal, you forgive yourself for taking all those decisions. You didn't know what you were doing. Sometimes us ladies, we have this, we are looking for love or something, I don't know, but we just fall into a lot of things without even noticing that we are getting into deep shit,
Yeah.
But anyway, may God be with you, all of you. May you heal, may you forget about it. But I'm sure right now he's going to rot in hell.
Sure.
He's going straight to hell, Madam Speak. There's no way he's going to heaven, that one.
Hey, my sister, you know what? The highlight for me, for your story, is the fact that your career saved you. Whoever made you choose this career, that person helped you. You were saved because of your career choice, my sister.
Yeah,
Hey.
my career really saved me because since I typed, I am a soldier, that guy disappeared. And I think after typing that, I posted a picture of me wearing uniform. And I think that is why he asked me. I don't know if he wanted to confirm it or what. And I was like, no, I'm a soldier. Oh, that guy disappeared.
Thank you so much, Sissy, for sharing your story. You know what? Thank you so much for lightening our mood a little bit. But yeah, your career this time really, really saved you. I appreciate you sharing your story with us.
And imagine, I was just starting. I just started working. I think in 2016. In 2017, I met that guy. I'm sure he was going to use me like I don't know.
I'm sure that time, my sister, you were thinking to yourself, how Mara, this career choice is gonna make me lose out on men. Can't you know? It's filtering the junk, all the scams.
Imagine.
Hey.
Imagine.
Hi.
And by that time, I feel like, and he came in a right time because I was not actually looking for a relationship. And you can't just meet a guy and this guy is saying, I want to marry you. I want a serious relationship. Like, guy, you are too old. You are not to be single. Do you get my point? So that was a red flag for me. I was like, And I guess my career again taught me to be very,
Yeah.
to
Yes.
be woke.
Yo, I know. Thank you so much, my darling. I really appreciate you sharing with us. Guys, even if you're not a soldier, please be a soldier for your own life, all right? Look out for yourself. Do we have somebody else who would like to share their story with us, their encounter with Joshua Mathebula?
Good evening, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you, darling?
Good evening, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm also good. I'm you speaking to Katleho.
Yes, darling.
I'm from Northwest Mafikeng.
Okay.
I met Josh in February 2017. I don't know where he got my numbers. Apparently somewhere on Facebook, but he messaged me on WhatsApp first before we went to Facebook. So okay, I was chatting with him, fine. Okay, I got to know the guy a little. So then he started, he sent me a friend request on Facebook, then we started talking on Facebook. Then after that, when we were still busy, we were chatting and all that, okay, then he started, there was a first time, because he said he was working in Rustenburg. And was only, on February, I started working in a government department. So I think he was targeting girls who were working or something like that. He knew his targets.
He wanted
So,
the
yeah.
safe ones,
Then
you
we
know,
got-
permanent government position
Yes.
safe, Maran won't get him
Permanent
into
ones.
trouble.
Yes, permanent ones.
Yeah.
So, and then he said he was working in Rustenburg. Okay, I knew the guy was working in Rustenburg. So I told him, no, I know people there in Rustenburg. I have a friend there. I have cousins there who are working that side. So maybe I'll visit them and come see you that side. Okay. Then the day came. It wasn't much when I went to Rustenburg on a Saturday. It was Saturday morning. I was taking an in and out trip. So I went there.
Oh, my sister, I don't know if it's your network or if it's maybe if you are having headsets on or something, but you keep coming and going, coming and going.
I'm having headset because my network is better side.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can hear you now though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I visited Rustenburg. I met him at KFC. Yeah. So at that time, I was a bit scared, but I knew that I had people around. I knew Rustenburg. So yeah, we got there, we met, we sat together, we talked for a very long time. And when it was time to meet, to come back to Mafikeng, we even took pictures. I do still have the first picture we took. We took pictures, and then on that day I came back, and then because I stayed in Mafikeng, we used to chat a lot. He would call every morning, every night, every day. He would call, even when I was at work, he'd video call me, all that stuff. He was just, a gentle guy, calling every time and doing everything a girl will want a guy to do. Yeah, and then it came to, I visited to Rustenburg, and then the guy came, and then now I was thinking that I came for the weekend, that we were going to his place. No, he told me. Then we started going down town, like down it was like there was a hotel somewhere with there was a F&B around there. So he went there, and then he was the one who booked the room. So I asked him, and where
when are we going to a place? No, he said something about the landlord, what, there's a renovation and what. Okay, I was okay, fine. We went to Conard, it was fine. And then that was the first weekend we spent together. Fine. I came back home. Then I visited. It was that time I had called my friend to come and join us. We were at Coconut Bar. So my friend knew people. We knew people that side. So there was this other guy that came. So we started chatting to that guy because we knew him. The guy got angry. We are busy talking to guys and what. So they had a conflict with my friends. So I had to come in between them to just cool things down. Then my friend ended up leaving because it was on a Sunday. My friend was bringing me clothes so that on Monday when I left, I would go straight to work. Then my friend left, we went, okay, we spoke about it, and he said he doesn't like my friend. So I should stay away from my friend. But I told her, she's my friend from home, so. And then he was saying that we were talking to guys. Okay, we resolved it, and it was fine. Then I went back home. And then it came a time where he told me that he was getting transferred to Joburg. Okay. Then he said I should visit in Joburg. I remember visiting. When I got there, he picked me up at the big taxi rank. Is it station? What I don't remember.
At the park station, the MTN taxi rank.
And then we took an Uber to Carlton Center.
Okay.
And then we went to clubs, and then at night when we were supposed to go to his place, he said we should go and book a room. Okay. The apartment is far from where we were, so we went to this other hotel. Fine, and then I don't know what happened on there. Was he drunk? That was the first time he laid a hand on me.
Okay.
Then he picked me up in the morning. He said I'm the one who I was hitting myself on the walls. I was busy hitting myself on the wall. Now people are going to say that he's the one who hit me. So he said he's coming back. I don't know if he went to the apartment, and then when he came back, he came to take me, and then I was wearing glasses on the way to the flat. We got there. It was flat number 904. I remember it very well. I guess it was Lungi's flat. So we are there. So he started. He bought medication. When he said he was going out and he came back, he bought all pain medication and what. So I was thinking that. So I asked him, when I get home, what am I gonna say to my parents about this? So he said, maybe you can lie, say that we got into an accident or something like that. I came home and I lied to my parents saying that I got into an accident. Okay, my parents didn't believe me, but they just
my
said,
sister.
okay, it's fine.
So wait, my darling, wait.
And fine, he started
Okay, I think we have
apologizing
a
and
delay.
went on that. I think it was on a Saturday or Sunday. I think he was out. He used to say he had a car, but I never saw a car. I never saw him driving one. So I was out with my friends. I was home with, we took our kids out. So I was out with my friends. So I've been trying to call him all, I think it was on a Friday, so I didn't get hold of him on a Saturday, and it was on a Sunday when he sent me a messenger saying he was involved in an accident and his car is broken or what, and he sent me a picture of him. His face was bruised, his lips, everything. Like, I believed that he was in an accident. So, like, I felt sorry for him and what. So he would ask me for, I need money to go to see the doctor. I'll send 500. He is Park Station taxi rank. He would always pick me up there. So, yeah, he'll say he got into an accident, what. I should send him money. So I'd send him money because he'll say he'd pay me back. What. So we used to meet up in Rustenburg. Sometimes he'll meet in the hotel and would meet halfway, Rustenburg or Joburg, like something like that. So he'll leave me in the hotel. So I don't know where he would go on when we were in Rustenburg. Then more like come back, and they'll come back and then go. Then there was this time that I went to Joburg. Then there was this lady in the apartment. He used to call her Oslebo. Then Oslebo was there. Then there was a room. I think there was Palisa was staying there. It was Palisa just next to, not far from the room he was staying in. So we were chilling there. Then we said, let's go to Capello. Then we went. There was his friends. There were his friends and there were guy friends there. So the other one, we were chatting in the church. So he started saying, why are you looking at my girlfriend? What my girlfriend did. So he started shouting at the guy and ended up chasing the guy away to leave and all that. So when we were still sitting there, so he tried, I think he was trying to put his finger on my eye or something. So he scratched down the eye. Then there started bleeding. Then I think it was Lebo who took me to the toilet, tried to stop the bleeding. So we went back to the apartment. So everything was fine. The next day I went home. Fine, he kept apologizing. He said his friend was wrong to look at me, what, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. So, on that, because I was staying, we weren't seeing each other that much because I was staying in Mafeking, and then he was in Joburg. So, I would go sometimes I won't go, like, not often. So, there was this time, it was in October. Then in October, I went to Rustenburg. Okay, then it was okay. We were fine Friday, Saturday. Then we went to Coconut. I was supposed to leave on a Monday. On Sunday, we were still in Coconut. So sorry, can you say that again?
I think we've got a delay. There's a huge delay. There's a huge lagging on our side. So you can just proceed, my sister.
Sorry?
You can proceed. Your network is really.
My side is bad. I can't hear you.
Yeah, there's a delay on the network on your side. It's lagging big time. Like the last time I spoke, it's like 10 minutes ago.
Can you repeat that?
Guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to disconnect her and then just give her a minute or so to come back and connect again. Because now I cannot hear a thing. Before we move on to the next, guys, you know what? Because the time when I was saying whoa, I wanted to ask Uri. So when they tell you that you were busy hitting yourself on the wall, did you believe it now? Because you see how all these stories, they are repeated. It's like this guy, he has found a pattern of dealing with women, and there is no other way he's going to deal with women any other way. You understand what I mean? He's just going to deal with them in that particular way. And it's so scary, you know? All these stories that are just repeating themselves. Hi? Hello? And at that time she's not even here. I don't know where she is. Request again, my darling.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm gonna mix my English with Sepedi, ne?
Okay.
Because I don't have enough data bundles for English. So Joshua, ne?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, Joshua, ne? Was not my ex, was my friend, ne?
Okay.
Since 2009, ne? What's up? 2009, on Facebook, we were friends. So we became friends to a point where, like, we were always talking, and I would see I posted different girls. Within a few months, I would see a different girl. They would be wearing matching outfits, and then he even became my best friend, but on Facebook. And then we were always talking. I remember one day I told him, hey, my friend, when are you always posting new girls every time? Why don't you just wait at least see if the relationship is working before you can post again? I believe these ladies here, maybe I just don't see their pictures. Maybe I know them from the pictures that he was posting. Because I have all his 3 Facebook accounts. He was my friend there. I think it was a Josh D account. This other account, he calls himself Kim George. On my side or what? He calls himself Kim George on it. That's where he was my friend. I was using another Facebook account that was hacked and I couldn't log in on that account. Then the new Facebook account that I was using now, I think from 20, I don't remember, from 2015 or 20, I don't remember, but then that's when he was my friend on this account here, Utlaipona. So when Sisilungi shared her story, I even spoke to her. I just gave her my number. I spoke to her because I told her, Sisi, you know what, I believe you because this guy, I know him from Facebook, but there are some things that you were saying that are similar to what I've heard. And he told me. So, Nina, well, I think maybe I was a target, but then too bad for him. I was a student. I didn't have money. Maybe
so you didn't qualify.
Yeah, trying to pretending to be my friend. Maybe he was just checking me out, and then he realized that I don't have money. I'm just a student. I was always a student because in 2017 I was a student at Kempton Park. That's when he told me to hook him up with one of my friends. And I gave him one of my friends. I can't mention her name. She just texted me, I think, on Monday when she realized that this guy is trending. Then she was like, this guy was so manipulative on Facebook, and I almost fell for his trap. Then I was like, I remember, my friend, I almost gave you this guy because he told me to hook him up with a friend, and I gave him your number. Then, okay, fine. Fast forward, Joshua, my friend, my best friend, I'm seeing different girls on Facebook and whatnot, and he also was posting himself laying on bed, and there were like a lot of money, cash, next to him, and then he was like, ask me how. So when Sisilungi mentioned that I have 500 rands, she was always going out with throwing the money for him. I think he was scamming people because he also tried to do that to me. He was telling me that he was calling me Mata, ne? Then he was like, Mata, there's this thing. I forgot the name. Maybe the ladies can remind me what was it called. Whatever business he was doing. I don't know, it's Bitcoin or what was the name of the scheme at the time. He was like, you give me 500 rands and then the returns are good. So lucky for me, I didn't fall for his trap. I don't know. So he was like always breaking on Facebook. So he wasn't my type at all. And lucky for me, I was married since from the guy I'm staying with from 2011. I always had a partner, that one partner until today. So that I think that's another reason why he didn't pursue a relationship with me because of I had a partner. But he tried to scam me some money. He introduced me to the scam about the Bitcoins. I joined with 500 rands, and then he will give me returns and whatnot. And I was like, hey, Matt, I'm not interested in that. Now what I'm doing at the moment, I'm selling things. I told him I'm selling Herbalife, I'm selling this and that. Okay, fine. Fast forward 2021, Joshua was like, my friend, you were always my friend from a long time ago, but I never met you in person. Where are you? I'm like, okay. I was not always at home. I was in Palabora for school, and I was in Gauteng for school, and now that was around the time I was at home for the first time. I was like, okay, I'm around, and then he was like, I want to meet you for the first time, my friend. You are my friend since Fantuka, but I don't know you. And because now I always have guy guys as friends. I can relate to you, madam. Yesterday, I think you said, I saw your live video. You were saying you are comfortable around guys than girls. So I prefer guys than girls because all my friends are guys. I have guy friends. So I was considering him as my friend. So I didn't have a problem. I gave him address to my home. So what hurts me is that this guy is a killer, and I invited a killer in my parents' house. So he came. He was driving a BMW, a white BMW. I don't know if it belonged to one of the ladies here. It had a sunroof, I think. And then he came there. He was so humble. You know what, ne? Joshua is humble. I don't blame these ladies for falling for his tricks, because he can talk softly. He's humble. You would say, this guy is so humble. He was so humble. He was wearing nice shirt. He's always clean, ne? He was clean. He had a cap. He was always wearing a cap on Facebook. So he came there. Then I opened the gate and I gave him a chair. Then my family members were inside the house watching TV. Two of my younger sisters came out and greeted him, and he was so nice. He even gave them hugs. Then they asked me, who's this guy? And I'm like, he's my friend. Hi, good to meet you. Then, okay, fine. That's when Joshua started talking to me on WhatsApp. He's my friend now. We talk on WhatsApp, and then he said, my friend, I'm selling this car. If you can help me find a buyer, I'll give you 5K.
Okay.
So help me buy and sell this car. I don't know which car. Whose car was that? It was a white BMW. If you ladies, you can attest to that if it's one of your cars. Because he was like, I have also a Mercedes Benz, but it's at home. I stay in Genfairs. I'm from Genfairs. So I want to go home and fetch it. So I want to sell this one. Help me sell this car. I even posted the car on my WhatsApp status saying this car is going for 65K. And then because he said, if you find me a buyer, I'll give you 5K. I'm not sure if that was also a scam. He was going to run away with the 65K. I don't know. Okay, there was a time where he borrowed money from me. He was like, my friend, I don't have money to go to work and I'm getting paid on the 25th. Please borrow me money. So I borrowed him money. I remember, I think it was 60 rands. And then he was like, the other day, please, my friend, borrow me, please buy airtime for me. I want to call these people. It's an agent call. I don't have data. I want to communicate with these people. He was always asking, like, when I calculated the money, was it summed up to 200 rands. Okay, now I was working. I had a piece job, but I was getting paid on the last day of the month. So I was like, okay, there's a party at my in-laws' house, and they wanted me to come and to do makeup for the 21st party. They wanted to come and do makeup for the guests there. So please give me the money on Friday because the party is on Saturday. So make sure on the 25th you give me that money. Then he was like, no problem. That's when I realized this guy is a psycho. That's why I was so angry when people were defending this guy, because I saw that psycho in him that day. I wanted my money. On the 25th, I went to town. I stay in Beresford. I went to Crossing Mall. And then I wanted to buy those things, and I was waiting for him. He was like, no, the money is not in yet, and I'm inside the bank with my brother. I fixed some of the money, and they want the rent. So I want to unfix the money so that I can pay my rent. So I'll call you back. I'm in the bank now. Okay, sharp. I waited for 2 hours, and he's not calling. I called him back, and he started like being frustrated. Now he was like, you're calling me. I told you I'll call you back. I'll call you back. Okay, sharp. I waited. I want to leave. This guy is wasting my time now. Then I called him again. Then he didn't pick up the call. And then I left. I think I just decided, okay, I'm going to buy these things. I remember, I think my partner he came there with his family members because the party was there to buy some stuff for the party. So he gave me money, and then I bought those things, and I left him alone, and I went to the party. Then by the time he got back to me, Okay. Another thing that made me relate to Lungi was that she mentioned about having on her TikTok, she mentioned something about ectopic pregnancy. So in 2019, I had ectopic pregnancy. In 2021, I had the second ectopic pregnancy. So it was an emotional phase for me. So I needed people around me, friends. When I have a friend, I talk, like I'm open. I tell them my story. So I was regarding him as my best friend. I even told him that story. When there was a time to getting known each other part, I told him that story that I had operations, blah, blah, blah. This is me. Yeah, so the day he insulted me, he was like, yeah, you were calling me a lot, and I told you I was busy. Hey, it's all about you. Life doesn't revolve around you, and you always you are. It's like you are. It's about you. Hey, operations, what. And I felt so hurt because I didn't even understand where's the relevancy between what we were talking about. I wanted my money. Then the way he was so insulting me, he even said some sensitive things that I told him I thought they were sensitive. I didn't even understand why this guy would say these things to me. That's when I realized, hey, this guy's just snapped at me. So I realized there are two Joshuas. There's a Joshua who's kind and who will make you fall for his trap and who will trick you, who will scam you. And then there's that Joshua, that killer Joshua, the one that guy who killed that girl and came on Facebook live. He was not even remorseful. He was talking as if it's okay. What he did was okay. Like he was boasting. I was like, you know what, this guy, I know him from 2009. He likes attention. He was always trending on Facebook. He was like a celebrity or something. He would be bragging. So he feels like he's won. I think he's won because even the note he wrote after committing suicide, he was like, take me home. Giving me people orders even after he's dead. I was like, no, man, this guy is... I was so angry, guys. I don't want to lie. I was like, this guy is like... He even wanted to trend after he's gone. Like, he liked attention. And we gave him that. We are still giving him attention because that's who he was. He liked attention. Like, who feel like he's won. Like, yeah, he's won because he made sure he had a final say. I did a live video and tried to convince people Rihanna he's a victim. And I was like, this guy is not a victim. This guy is a psycho. I know this guy as a friend, yes, but I saw it. And I remember, okay, maybe that's why, I don't know. I didn't fall for whatever he was saying, even the Bitcoins, whatnot. I think I'm gonna say I'm a bit of a spiritual person. Ne? I don't know Joshua's mother, but there was, since we started communicating as friends, I had a dream about his mother. And then I told him, and I was told, if you have a dream about someone, you have to tell them the following day. I told him, this guy was so rude. He was like, don't dream about people you don't know.
Sure.
I was like, but do you choose to dream about people? I don't even know your mom, dude. I'm just telling you what I saw in my dreams. Like, I don't know your mother, but I saw her, like, in my dreams. I saw you. I saw the dream, like, it was your mom. Then he was like, no, don't dream about people you don't know. He was so rude. And that's when I realized, like, this guy. Okay,
So
after the insults,
before...
he didn't even pay for my money, ne?
He never gave you your money back?
No, he never.
Mara, you guys continued... Did you guys continue being friends?
Immediately, I blocked him.
Oh.
I blocked him on WhatsApp. I blocked him for not to call me. And then I left him there on Facebook. I think maybe he was stalking me or something. I don't know. But then one day he texted me on Facebook Messenger. He was like, my friend, how are you? I'm good, thanks. I miss you, Mata. Can I call you? I said, yeah, you can call me. I knew that I blocked him. I said, you may call me. I said, maybe this guy didn't realize I blocked him. I just want him to see that I blocked him. And he tried to call me. Then he came back to Messenger. He was like, but it's not going through. Then I was like, yes, I blocked you. And I'm not going to unblock you. And that was the last time I spoke to him in 2020, I think 2022.
Until now, you are seeing him trending.
Yeah, because the time I blocked him was 2021, then he tried to contact me again in 2022. And that's when I told him, yeah, you can call me. Then he tried, then he came back. I said, no, I blocked you and I can never unblock you. That's when I stopped talking to him. Even his posts on Facebook, I just see them and I pass. I didn't like the post or comment or anything. You just post and I just pass. Then I decided this guy is no longer my friend anymore.
Sure.
So until I saw the trend, Monday I was busy. I think maybe I should have seen the live video. So I didn't see it. I saw it on Monday. Some girl tagged him and she was like, go to this guy and see. He's busy confessing, but he doesn't even see a problem with what he did.
Yeah.
Immediately, I thought of maybe other things. I never thought it's something like this. I was like, maybe this guy is confessing about money rituals because he was always flashing cash. Let me go and see. So I went there. I was so shocked. Then I was traumatized because I saw he posted a dead body. That also made me angry. I think now it's removed from the Facebook. I think it was removed, but he posted a dead body, that girl's naked body. The fact that he took that girl, he killed her, put her in his car, drove with that dead body to that guy's place, and then when he got there, he undressed that lady and put that note on top of a naked body. Sure. I was so angry, guys.
Sure, this guy was not human. There's no way. This guy, no. He was way beyond.
I even cried. I was like, no.
Such cruelty.
No. Who does that? Maybe if you killed her by mistake, I would understand. But then take the dead body, put it in your car, drive with it, and then undress the body. Sure. And post it on Facebook for the family to see. He didn't even think for that girl's family. So, that was my story, guys. He's not my ex, he's my friend. He was my best friend. I thought he was a nice guy, but I just wanted to say I believe the story. I never believed him from the start, and I was so angry at people who were defending this guy. And on top of that, they were ladies, for that matter.
My sister. But anyway, I really appreciate you sharing your story with us, my darling. And I hope this is comforting to all the ladies who have had encounters with this guy and just pouring it out here. I hope even after the end of this live, you guys are just it's going to be like offloading, some sort of like whatever pain, make it a little bit better. We're going to have our last person, Katlego. Katlego, you can unmute yourself, my darling. We are way beyond our time. But we'll just allow you to speak and then we'll wrap up after you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, as I was saying, there was this time. He said he was selling a Clio. He had a Clio, silver Clio. He said he was selling. So my friend was looking for a car. So I told my friend, Josh is selling a car for 30,000. He's my boyfriend, and so on and on. Okay, so he and my friend communicated, and then they agreed upon her getting the car. So he was supposed to bring the car to Mafeking.
So is this Lungi's car? Lungi, is this your car which Joshua was selling? Okay, she's been.
I'm sorry for taking a bit long.
It's okay, darling.
Hey,
darling, he was selling your car, and his girlfriend Katako was helping him sell your car, mama.
And let me tell you something. Katlego knows the car as a car that is moving afresh, the car that has never moved. Yeah, to me it was moving. He was bringing it to Mafeking, driving it from Rustenburg to Mafeking. So yeah, on that day he was supposed to bring. Oh, can I just interrupt on that? There's a picture of him standing next to that car with a lot of other Reynolds behind it. You know what happened? He convinced me that we need to tow that car and take it for diagnostics. It was there for diagnostics. And continue then, Katla. I'm sorry for interjecting. Okay. Yeah, so my friend had paid the 30,000. So he wanted my friend to, I think, send or what. So my friend refused. She wanted a bank account, a genuine bank account to see where she's putting her money in. So he gave him his banking details. Then she sent the money. There was after work. Then I went to book a guest house for me and him. So while I was waiting for him, he said the car broke down, something like that. The car broke down, and he's on his way here. He's at some garage, so he needs 300 rand from me. So I sent him the 300 rand. I waited. His phone was even off. I waited. I slept at the guest house alone. In the morning, I tried to call. His phone was still off. Okay.
That time he has your friend's money.
He has my friend's money by then. So I'm telling my friend what I know. The guy didn't come, and I don't know, but I'll try and call him when I get to work. So I did. I went to work. So I told my friend that he said the car gave him problems on his way, so he was trying to fix it. What. So when I was at work, so he sent me a message to call him. So he told me what I know. So they decided to tow him back to Rustenburg with the car. They were going to fix the car. So I told my friend. So my friend, then my friend said, no, ask him to bring back my money. No, so I spoke to him, and then my friend spoke to him. She wants her money back. I think she got 25,000 back after a few days. He didn't bring back the other 5,000, of which my friend said, you can keep it because I'm not gonna keep running after you for my own money. You can keep it if you want it. So that was then, and then we okay, I then continued to date him just like that. And then there came a time when he said his car was broke. I think he was driving. He said he had it was a Salat or something, pigeon. I saw the one, even Lungi thought that was my car. It was not my car. The one he said he was in an accident with, he said he had, there's a problem, he needs 1.5, so I sent him that 1.5, thinking that he'll pay me when he gets paid. Because sometimes he would spend on me when I went to Rustenburg.
You are spending Lungi's money, my dad.
Yeah. So he would buy, like, we used to go to Coconut, he would buy drinks sometimes, just to show me that he had money. Sometimes I'll say, I don't have money. And then he'll come without having clothes. I'll take him to Macam's, buy him clothes. Buy him change of clothes from head to toe. Buy him clothes. Okay. And then that was in October. I went to Rustenburg. We met in Rustenburg, fine. Then we grooved for 2 days. The third day, it was on a Sunday, so I told him, no, I'll go back home tomorrow, so let me just ask my friend to bring me clothes in the morning, so for me to wear to work. Okay, so I spoke to my friend, and she said, no, we can meet where, I don't want to come where your boyfriend is. This was the friend that they had a conflict with when we were at Coconut. So he said, no. She said, you'll meet me. He was like, come to KFC. I'll pick you up there, then take you to the hiking spot. So okay, it was fine. And then there we were at Coconut. I knew people in Rustenburg. So there's other people, guys greeted me. They knew me. So yeah, we greeted, and then they asked me, who are you with? I showed them him. Oh, there's my boyfriend there. When I came back to the table, so you're speaking to guys. Busy wa feba. Feb. No. Go ask for a plastic so we can take this and leave. Oh. Then we went and took the plastic. Just when we left Coconut, just outside, he slapped me. I fell on the floor. My nose was bleeding. I was wearing a wet top. There was blood all over my top. So we were going back to the hotel, the usual hotel, just by F&B. So we were going there. So when we got there, I think there was a party. There was a party. There were Nigerians there. They had a party there. So we went to the room and he told me, change that top and we're going down to join in the party. Okay. Because I obeyed because I knew he was going to beat me up if I didn't. So I changed and wear another top and we went outside. So we were having a good time. We even forgot about the slap. We were having a good time. So there came a time when I told him that I want to go to the toilet. And he said, yeah, you can go. And when I went, Kanti, he was following me. So there were guys who greeted me, so I greeted back, just being the politeness, and I was greeting. Okay, hi. So when I got out of the tour, he was there. So you are busy talking to guys. No, they were just greeting. Let's go to the room. I'm done with this party. Okay, the room we had was when you got into the room. Before you can get to the bed, there were stairs going down to the bed. So when we got to the room, he pushed me down those stairs. I fell. When he was wearing a boots, when I fell, he came and kicked me. He kicked me so hard. He started kicking me that I was on my face, my left eye. It was blue. I couldn't even walk after that. So after that I was down. He picked me up and put me on the bed and said, you see, you are making me do stupid things. And you are doing stupid things. So I took into guys and what I was. First it was out Coconut, now it's here. So why fair, but when I was fair, I get. So okay, I was crying. Then we slept. In the morning, he apologized. So he said he was coming back. He went out. When he came back, he came with this spring, Panado, everything you can name, any medication. And he was buying them with my card. So, and then it was on a Monday morning. I was supposed to go to work. So I lied to my friend. My friend was calling, where are you? I'm waiting for you. I decided to go back home tomorrow. I'll call you. So it was like that. So so he was the one going out. He locked me in the bedroom so that I don't go out. And they will go and buy food and not come back and whatnot. So there was time when I wanted to go to a house. So I tried to get out of the bed. When I tried to stand up, I fell. So I couldn't walk. So he asked me, what's wrong, girl? I can't walk. I can't stand up. So he picked me up, taking me to the toilet, bringing me back. And then I said I wanted to bath. He took me to the bathroom. He bathed me and took me back to bed. Just like that, we were doing that. So, fine. That was my friend also called me. So, no, I'll call you tomorrow when I leave. Okay, fine. Then, the following day, it was a Tuesday. I had lied at work, so that I had an allergic reaction, so I'm not coming to work. So because I do always have allergic reaction, so they believed me. So when I was there, so I'm thinking, now I could be home with I had a son. He was just 5 years old. So why am I still here? Shouldn't I just text my friend to come pick me up? Because my friend that one was not taking shit from him. Like they quarreled that day at Coconut. Then the father of my child called me and said, where are you? The child is looking for you. I was calling him, and then he said, wow, so you're not here. No, I'm in Rustenburg. No, I'm coming home later. So I'm lying still to him. Okay. And then something came to my mind when he left the room. He was going to the toilet. Then I texted my baby date, telling him that I am hurt. I can't walk. I can't do anything. I'm in Rustenburg. And then he tried to call me back. So I didn't answer the phone because he was next to me. So I could text, but the calls I didn't take it. So I texted and I was like, no, the person is next to me, so I cannot answer the call. I'm at this hotel. I forgot the name of the hotel. Next to FNB, what. Okay. So his friend knew Rustenburg. He was from Rustenburg. So he went and took his friend. He came all the way to Rustenburg to get me. So upon getting there, so the ladies who were the cleaning ladies at that hotel knew us, me and Josh. So they came to the room, they knocked, and when he went to open just a little bit, so they couldn't see me, and they told me, there's a man there. He says he's the father of Katlego's child. He's here to pick her up. My mom bought her, who's there? Who's that? I don't know. That's because did you call him? I don't know. Who called him? I don't know. Oh, it's your friend back. I don't know. So the ladies managed to open the door. When they saw me, they asked what happened. He said I fell on my own. I kept quiet. I didn't want to say anything. So he was asking those ladies, don't let him in or what. But at that point, the father of my child, Dante, followed those ladies to the room. When they told him, oh no, he's coming, the guy opened the window. We were at the first floor. Jumped out of the window. And then he broke his hand. And then the father of my child came and asked, where is the camera? He just jumped off the window. And the ladies were can't know he beat me up. I didn't fall on my own. He pushed me down the stairs and started kicking me. So when they saw the father of my child picking me up, they asked, why are you picking her up? She can't walk, don't you know? I can't walk, I can't do anything. So they were surprised. So we left, and then we left him there. When I was on my way to Mafikeng, he texted, are you leaving? Yes, I'm leaving. And then he tells me he broke his hand from jumping. I was like, why were you jumping? And he was afraid of the father of my child. So we came. So he didn't, because I was afraid to come home. I was afraid what I was going to say to my parents, what happened to me. So I was there, and he took me to his place. It's not far from where I live. So we are there, and my mother came. He came furious because the baby daddy had called him and told him, well, I'm going to pick up Katlego, his head. She's head wherever she is. So my mother came, started shouting me. When upon trying to get me up to stand up, I fell, and then she asked what's happening. And he explained, oh no, she can't walk and what. Okay, so they left me there, and he told them, no, I'll bring her tomorrow. Okay, the next day, so we decided, I told him, no, let's go to the doctor and check whether, because he was just about, I can't even walk, so we went to the doctor, we had an x-ray, there was nothing broken, so they gave me 2 weeks to stay home. Then I submitted the letter at work. That's when I stopped calling him or talking to him. He was messaging me, WhatsApping me. That was it. That was a wake-up call for me, that I almost died in the hands of that man. Even, when was it? I think on the first, was on my, on the 1st of April. He had my numbers. He still had my numbers. So I just received the hello from me and said, hi, but I Kate, how have you been? This April.
April of 2024.
Yes, how have you been? I said, I know I've been fine. I'm fine, and you? That was fine. So I've missed you because I said, all right, don't start it. I don't know, you've been avoiding me. I have my own reasons why. Then we stopped talking by then. So I was surprised to see that his video when I looked into Facebook the other day, he had killed somebody. Then I started showing my friends. I said, you almost died in the hands of this man. Do you remember? Even the baby father says, if I didn't come there, he would have finished you off. Yeah.
Yo, my sister, he would have finished you off, that day.
Yes, he would have.
Sure. Yo, guys, this is too much. This is too much for me. Yo, guys, you ladies.
Yeah. Like it was a horror movie. And he seemed so nice, so like he was a gentleman. Yeah.
Sure, and all obviously when you look at him telling his story about what this woman did to him, cheating, what, you are just thinking where you are lying, man. You are making things up in your head.
Yeah, because I said, no, he's lying. No one has ever cheated. I was also accused of cheating, but I was not cheating. Yeah.
Oh, whatever this guy was dealing with, whatever demons that he had, they were deep, man. These things were really calling him to the grave and he didn't want to go alone. It's like he was
Yeah,
trying
you
to
don't
get
want to
something
go
which is on the inside of him and get it out on a woman. I don't understand or how. Mara, it's like he really was like a demon in human body. You understand what I mean?
Yes, and every time I went to Joburg to the flat, there were shoes, like women's shoes that he would say they are his sister's shoes. He would cover the clothes. I would ask, whose clothes are these? No, these are my sister's. She was here. What were so many shoes? Your sister came with the whole drop. No, you said you're starting. So I'll just keep quiet.
And they belong to Lungi, the owner of the flat.
The owner of the flat.
Sure. Yo, guys, I feel like, excuse me, I feel like I'm watching a movie. You understand? And I can't believe, like, my jaw is on the floor. I can't believe how all of you ladies, your stories are just coming together. Like, you guys were having an encounter, terrible, horrific encounters with this man almost at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
This guy.
Hey, my sister, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I wish you nothing but healing, one day at a time. And I really want to thank you, ladies, all of you. I don't know how many people did come here. Is it 6 people all in all or 7? I don't know who came in here to share their stories today. Like, I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, because in as much as you can't save women or people from a Joshua, because Joshua is dead, there are so many Joshuas out there. Like the traits that you guys were mentioning here, there are traits of so many men out there, so many Tabo Bestas out there, so many legions from Risa, Tisa story. It's like there are so many of them out there, So for you guys to be brave enough to come and share your stories and just raise this awareness, so that these are the things that we should be looking out for. Things like your consistency, which is now followed with a whole lot of abuse, and also this thing ya moto are you were beating yourself against the wall. Like, it's so horrific, Or is this really happening in this South Africa? Like, it's so unbelievable. I see somebody's asking on YouTube. Yes, we are live both on YouTube and on TikTok. For those who missed part 1, Yalungile, please go watch that as well. And then watch this one where we have more than just one person sharing their stories. Hopefully this will teach you more than anything the importance of you just loving yourself and understanding yourself and knowing yourself. Because remember, people who are narcissistic or who have these types of disorders, they flourish when you don't know your values, when you don't know your boundaries, when you don't know yourself, they flourish with people like that. So it's very, very important for us to learn how to love ourselves, to also teach our kids to love themselves, and also to know that they are enough, so that when they come across such men out there, then they will notice the red flags from a mile away. One thing I can tell you, ladies, from the stories that you have shared, there's not even a single muscle of judgment in me. Yes, I'm shocked. Some of the stories are shocking me, but there's not a single muscle of judgment, because, in as much as I have never met a Joshua, but I do believe I was once in a point where I didn't love myself and I was a people pleaser, to a point where, had I met a Joshua in my life during that time, I probably would have also been a victim, So I do believe that we learn from our mistakes, we learn from other people's mistakes, but more than anything, I wish you healing. I wish you healing. And Deboho, like you said, you know what? I'm sorry, it's not supposed to be a good thing to celebrate somebody's death. Mara, happy birthday to you, and I wish you many, many more blissful days and days of happiness and healing, and just living your best life. All the years that you've deprived yourself, this beautiful thing of just living your best life, give yourself everything that you've been depriving yourself of over the years. And to Lungi, my darling, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate you just opening the can of worms and breaking new ground so that more people can come in and share their stories, even though it didn't come easy because the backlash and everything. But yeah, I really appreciate you coming through and sharing your story. Guys, I really have to love you and leave you. Yes, I'm like almost...
Can I say something just for a few minutes?
Of course, darling.
Say something.
Um, Thank you very much to the ladies, especially the three ladies, Katleho, Teboho, and Ru, because in fact Ru we have met in person. We just did not know that time. That because that's when he was making moves on Ru. Teboho and Katleho, they know that I would try and contact them time and again, but I would reach a stumbling block because I never really actually ended up sending messages. But they did receive a few warnings from me saying you are dealing with a monster. But then at that time, we need to understand as well that there was a lot of manipulation. Now I want to say to these young ladies that I love you. I feel that our sisterhood has just been built because now we were. There was a wall between us that was Joshua, and the wall has fallen. And I hope that because we started off as victims, but at this point we are rising as conquerors. So we are going to be able to help everyone else out there because I believe there's a lot of these people that are roaming the streets. Even Facebook. Thank you.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Lungi. That is so beautiful.
Yeah. So for myself, yes, Lungi tried to send me warnings, and then myself, as usual, I confronted him. Immediately once I sent him the messages that Lungi sent me, he popped up to my place within 30 minutes just to explain that Lungi is a bitter ex and all those things. And yes, I believed him. Remember, I loved the guy, right? And so his death, to my surprise, I received calls from my family members because Josh, his Facebook account, he created it when we were still together in 2017. So there were pictures of us that he didn't delete there. Anyone who can go to that page, he will see myself and him. He was fixing my hair, doing there and there. So I was surprised, or after 7 years, this guy still have my pictures with him. What's going on? How about the ladies that he has been with for the past 5 years? So I received many calls from my family members. They wanted to check if I am fine because they can see that this guy killed a lady and he also killed himself. And then I had a lot of explanation to do, and then they realized that yes, the pictures were from October 2017. So yeah, I also don't understand why he never deleted those pictures. But to everyone who is going to that page, checking him, that lady is me. They are old pictures, 2017 October, so I'm not the lady who he killed.
Oh, okay.
I'm grateful that I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, my darling. You know, I was saying during the day to someone that even the lady that he killed, she probably died with so many stories of abusing, like of her being abused so many times before he eventually took her life. But yeah, let's stay safe, ladies out there, and let's be each other's keeper. The heartwarming thing about the ending of this session is how we have formed a sisterhood, and you ladies have formed a sisterhood. That is a beautiful thing. I do believe what God has preserved you and also made you guys join together like this for a purpose, which is to save his children, to spread this awareness and be a sister's keeper and just keep this sister's keeper thing going. And let's look out for one another, guys. I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you and good night. And those who have missed the live or parts of the live, go to YouTube, watch the whole thing from scratch, watch the first one where it was just Lungi, and yeah, be aware, all right? Thank you so much, guys. I love you. Good night.